Hello, I'm Jury Rigged, and this is Mass Effect. I was actually about to say the Dusker's Daily Challenge. This is Mass Effect 2, where I have just a little bit more. Shrek Abyssal is done, Hourglass Nebula is done. I am pretty sure I just have 6 star systems left to scan before I have finished everything there is with Mass Effect 2. I've done all the DLCs, I've destroyed the collectors, and I've just got a few N7 missions left before that is it. Now, as I said, I almost said this was the Dusker's Daily Challenge because I haven't done that yet. And it's been a few hours in, and I need to do that before I go to bed. But for now, I want to finish with Mass Effect. If for no other reason than to be done with it. I'm ready to move on to Mass Effect 3, and after that, Mass Effect 3, where I'll be recording, and then Andromeda, where I'll be recording blind playthrough. So I'm hoping to get this done, and move on, and be able to get a good sleep for the night. Now we have 3 locations, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and go down this way first.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, hello. Let's see. Post-Garden world that once enjoyed an Earth-like oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere. It's still blessed with plenty of water, but generally cold climate and extreme seasonal shifts courtesy of a 38-degree axial tilt. What happened to the atmosphere? Halim is thought to be the homeworld of the Arthan, a spacefaring species which disappeared approximately 300,000 years ago, probably bombarded into dust. Precisely what happened to Helmi is still under debate. It appears a global extinction occurred, wiping out all native animal life forms, more complex than zooplankton. Plant forms were not affected, but the lack of oxygen-breathing life caused oxygenation of the atmosphere. Wait. But the lack of oxygen-breathing life... Oh, caused oxygen... I'm not entirely sure that's how that works. Plant life was reduced after lightning storms ignited global wildfires. Oh, well that... Okay. Wouldn't it be... Like, a tree would be an oxygen-breathing life. No, I'm sorry. No, I have it backwards. That's right. A human would be an oxygen-breathing life. And because all the plants were just really clearing out carbon dioxide, let's say, and releasing oxygen, the oxygen content of the planet, of the atmosphere, was elevated, and, well, fires resulted. The leading theory for Helmi's devastation is an out-of-control biological weapon. For this reason, landing is strictly prohibited. Corporations of Ilium have been placed a network of quarantine satellites to dissuade would-be looters from landing in the crumbling cities. So interesting that this planet would be spared in such a manner.
Detective Warren, all units report to ready stations for possible anti-invasion protocol. Repeat, unidentified ship detected in orbit. All units report to ready stations for possible anti-invasion protocol. Detected in orbit.
Launching probe.
That sounded like a Solarium.
Scans have found something.
Eclipse, that makes sense. Distress beacon powered down at sight. Sensors detect multiple spacefaring vehicle launches from facility. So despite having sensors specifically meant to detect whether or not ships were coming or going from the planet, someone is coming and going from the planet. Congratulations, Ilium. That's a shroud. Maybe. Kind of looked like a shroud. Which you will learn more about in Mass Effect 3. Shipping log. Cargo ship Terra Allen docked and received a large shipment of resources en route to facility in the Dranic system. Terra Allen requested escort for the shipment, claiming pirate activity along the route. You know, I just realized there is a chain of things that I haven't done yet, I don't think.
Let's kick some ass! Nothing to worry about.
Emergency shields engaged.
Alert, we're under mercenary attack. Escort civilians to crew quarters, then return to the work area to protect main computer at all costs.
Under fire.
Come on!
Arrow. Emergency shields engaged. Emergency shields engaged.
All right.
Reinforcing shields.
Firing a high impact shot.
Damn it! You gotta be kidding me.
Reinforcing shields.
Really? Yeah. Ow!
Under fire. Cover commander, you are target.
And stay there. Ready to engage.
Emergency shields engaged. Engaged.
Headshot! Concussive shot ready.
Really?
Emergency shields engaged.
All right. Okay, I have cargo shipped to place. Location of last report is encrypted. Let's decrypt it.
Overclocking kinetic barrier system.
And of course, I opened the bridge.
Systems.
Garrus, I hope you know what you're doing.
Locked and loaded.
Well, that was a very swift answer, at least.
Rerouting power to shields.
Hitting them with a warp. Take cover.
Rerouting power to shields.
Pay for that.
Overclocking kinetic unlimited.
Get me a target! It's sick! Hostile spot!
Targeting below. Under fire.
Oh, great.
Mark my target!
Shit.
Pump up. Got it.
I'm gonna die. I need health.
Taking ready for next target.
Right there.
Overclocking kinetic barrier systems.
Okay, I sent it to servers for further analysis, which will give me a place to go. Oh, that was close at the end there. More decryption. I'm pretty sure you can only decrypt something once. That's not true. You could encrypt something multiple times. Well, Nepima. Tidally locked to the star, has a hot and cold pole. Unfortunately, a local biosphere, apparently there's a biosphere, is based on chlorinated oxygen. It's not sophisticated, but it has proven highly dangerous. Oh, along the Terminator, which would basically be the vertical equator. Interestingly enough, it looks like it's glowing green. I don't know if that's a texture thing or what. Then again, it does talk about microbes later, so let's see. The SARS surveyor landed on Namibia in 1684 to study the local ecology. Unbeknownst to the crew, a handful of native chlorine-fixing microbes passed through the biohazard screening and entered the ship. Viralis returned to the port of Nosparlo on Ilium, where the Nepiman microbes escaped into a temperate environment with plentiful, unused chlorine. Microbes devoured the chlorides in the earth as metabolic byproducts. They produced toxic polychlorinated biphenyls. By the time the infestation was contained, an area of nearly 30 square kilometers had been effectively turned into a toxic waste dump. Nos Parnalo had to be abandoned, creating the development of Nos Astra. Or accelerating the development of Nos Astra. Which is where we go when we go to Ilos. Was there another thing down here that I thought I saw? No, I guess not. FO. Rocky world. Carbon dioxide. Large craters across its surface, obviously from hypervelocity kinetic impactors. Stretching between these locations are the shattered remains of magnetic levitation rail lines, which strongly suggests the craters represents the former locations of Artheni mining outposts or other settlements. EVO's atmosphere is approximately 41% carbon dioxide at sea level. This is 4 to 6 times that necessary to render most species unconscious within a few minutes of breathing it. Breathing masks must be worn at all times on the surface. Galon. Let's see. Inner rings are composed of pulverized nano-manufactured materials, thought to be remains of an Artheni helium-3 mining infrastructure. The few pieces of larger debris found indicate materials technology of at least equal to the current galactic state-of-the-art. The outer rings consist of water, ice, silicate dust, and the odd bit of rock. Analysis of the debris often show shock damage and evidence of rapid heating. That would probably be an impact from, I don't know, a kinetic accelerator? Some para-historical theorists insist the outer rings represent debris from a moon or moons destroyed by mass accelerator bombardment. This has been rejected by every reputable xenoarchaeologist. While it is theoretically possible to destroy a small moon utterly with dreadnought bombardment, no species sees a compelling reason to do so. Alright. Alright. Okay, I'm going to do these planets first then. That's interesting. You can see the texture line there, unfortunately. Johnton is a fairly standard close-orbiting Pegasus gas giant, orbiting the star Lucerne, blah blah blah, and NASA's orbits. Yep. Okay. Pretty standard. Untanta, remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There the similarities end, for Lucent is a hot class F star, emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Utanta is a parched wasteland, its water long since bowled away into its nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining deposits dot the hellishly hot surface. Crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines out at night to do the surface work and load cargo for shipment. Population 230. Surface temperature 415 Celsius. That's somewhere in the 700 range for Fahrenheit, I believe. Dorier. Let's see. Planet too close to... Wait. Oh. Okay. It's a large hot world with poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lucerne for this to condense and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Zetic. Common methane ammonia gas giant, Zetic is best known for Emphas Calthor Camp. Established on the ice moon of Jesus, Calthor was the Blue Sun's hostile environment training facility. Okay. Run by some Batarians. 2168 cluster-wide, blah, blah, mortality rate. What? Only 18%? We're dealing with Batarians in a hostile environment training facility and it's only 18%? I can't help but feel that that's actually kind of good. Investigation by Asari authorities on Ilium uncovered group graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits, dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed and the remains sent back to their worlds of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found the Batarian commanders had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join in the SIU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Calthor was shut down, and they were reassigned to other units. Crescent Nebula beyond the Spirit Council law, no civil charges could be filed against the Blue Suns.
I have detected an anomaly.
Tereth, Earth-like with a fatal flaw, it has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere. The reason for the greenish haze is that it becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component of Terra's plant life as a defense mechanism against native herbivores. Many species evolve the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. Gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Terra near the bottom of the list for colonization. Their intermittent signals originating in the heart of a large chlorine swamp. They appear to be coded, though it is not impossible they are garbled distress signals from a downed civilian ship. Let us scan.
We're just waiting on the weapons.
Probe away.
Apparently they're just waiting on the weapons. Blood Pack, Concentration Core, Krogan and Vorcha, Life Signs detected, unknown species, advise caution. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, one of those. Which is why I brought Grunt.
Fog on the planet's surface is interfering with your navigation. The nearby beacon towers may serve as a navigational contingency.
Not likely to encounter antibiotics. Very unlikely to encounter shields.
Cause of site's current condition is unknown.
Attention all workers, stop shipping away at this node. There's nothing left here to mine. Move to other sites now.
Exterior atmosphere is toxic to organics.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Target, negative Z axis. Enemy disabled.
Platinum. Not that I need it.
Preparing for combat. Ready for next target.
Where's Legion? Legion! Legion! Damn it.
No data to indicate why subjects inhabited this location.
Where are you? Attention all workers, fall back now. Evacuation shuttles on the way. Anyone not at the gathering site when the settlers arrive will be left here with those damn bugs.
Recent conflict detected.
Yes, Legion, where are you? I would have expected you to spawn by me by now. Legion's gone. That's not going to be good. Seriously, what the hell is up with you? There you are. Can't get any more Vorkshire from Omega. Garm has his own problems. Yep, that is the guy from Omega. You're gonna have to man up and deal with this on your own. Maybe build a beacon path. I bet those damn Vorkshire are just wandering into the fog and getting lost. No, they're probably getting picked up by the horrible thing that we had to kill on... Wait, so you show back up and then... Oh, damn it. Fine. Oh, there we are. Some platinum! Wait, what's this way? Okay. Short answer is that. Where are the resources? Are you mining out there or standing around waiting for those Vorcha to get smarter? Dragon Ilium can't keep the lights off forever. You keep stalling, we have a hell of a fight on the way in. That would make me really angry. Apparently someone got burned. Badly.
Under fire. Arrow. Abundant balance. Abundant balance.
Damn it.
Heavy weapons!
Contact. Enemy disabled. Enemy disabled.
Grunt, you're missing all the fighting. They're classified. They're on Tuchanka. I only got heavy weapon ammo. Maybe. There's one that's glitched somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
See, it said I got it, but I didn't.
No messages for you, Commander.
Are you... You just said that I had a new message. Are you kidding me? I let you up to my cabin once to try to woo me. It doesn't work, and now all you do is tell me that I got messages when I don't got messages. My Sooth. Looks like it's pretty ordinary. Is this mini? Has a tiny population. Let's see. Good mining place. Acaria, or Acaria. 28% of Earth's mass, trace atmosphere. Huh. The bulk of the planet's volume is water ice. Interesting. Several unique forms of long-chain carbon molecules have been recovered from the surface, pushed up from beneath the ice by cryovolcanic processes. Interesting. Okay, so this system is done.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. Polino. And the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. Also, I totally support what the Geth did. Where they set up it's from a couple episodes back, but where they set up a fake news story and just watch people go nuts over it. Let's see, Helium-3. Not too much to note there. Vexio. Let's see, surveyor's ship discovered partial graves. Ancient skeletons and burial sites are obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest guard world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations. Interesting. Lepini, gas giant. Pretty normal, apparently. And Volturno, so-called Super Earth, home to organic life but nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland, and so much organic life limited to algae, most organic life limited to algae and lichens resides near the equator. Strong gravity prevents sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which it doesn't specify up here. which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of Vorcha squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live miserable existences in planets, crushing gravity and die from falls and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Alcor lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to gain such effort. Atmospheric pressure is not too bad. 3G surface could be worse. Day is about right. Orbital period is 3 years. Out at 2 AU. I'm very tired. I apologize. I probably should have left this for tomorrow, but like I said, I want to get through and be done. I've been to Zoria. That's where the blue sun thing was, I think. I'll have Hito. The ice mines of Vientel make a great deal of profit from ships passing through Fia's mass relay. The real money is made at Hito, the only gas giant in the Fia gateway system. Hito's... wait. This isn't... This isn't the gate system, though. Oh, man. Apologies, my eyes are getting super tired. Like I said, I'm somewhat regretting my decision, but at the same point, I'm going to see it through. Apparently blue suns, etc. Yeah, this isn't a gate system, though. Fia doesn't have a mass relay. Huh. Vientel, large amounts of water cracking industries, hydrogen oxygen fuel for ship thrusters. The surface is blanketed with habitation modules, mining equipment, and cracking stations. Since the initial settlement, the radius has decreased by 2 kilometers. Dear God. That's a lot of resources. That can't be right. That is... no. I think that is not... I think that's way too small. Well, I guess 72,000 cubic kilometers? Maybe. Maybe. Wow. Imayan. It's a rock. I've been to Alista as well. I really should have just scanned these things to begin with. Would have saved me a lot of time in the long run. Standard hydrogen helium gas giant. 200 years ago, the independent Velas Perspector found the mangled wreck of the Prothean starship trapped within the trailing Lagrange point. A few artifacts from the wreckage have been recovered. This prospector, Lumen Creop, was canny enough to keep the Hulk's existence to himself. He sold its location to a Turian paleontology firm for nearly 1 million credits. Since then, Hasano's Lagrange points, rings, and moons have been combed over by fortune hunters seeking to strike it rich the same way. Thus far, no additional artifacts have been recovered. 1 million credits? That's it? Honestly, I would expect more. I don't remember Ziona at all, but this is Salius. Crater surface is ancient. Parts of the highlands have been unchanged for nearly 3 billion years. Layers of overlapping craters stand as testament to the violence of the system's creation. Salius is tidally locked. Trace atmosphere, Krypton xenon, with helium winds blowing in via, or helium occasionally blowing in via solar winds. Which is an interesting concept. That solar winds would push stellar material into the atmosphere of a planet. Odost has an abundance of heavy metals and radioactives. 43 years ago, Council Spectre arrived to investigate reports of businesses were selling platinum, a strategic metal, to pirate groups in the Terminus systems. The results of her investigation were never released, but no deaths were reported. Interesting. Malil. Ice Giant, 23 moons. Meh. And that finishes this system.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
That's fine. Okay, got a couple more. Got a couple more and a couple that I haven't encountered yet, which is strange.
Anomaly detected.
Aquitas. Home to the famous iron cannons, Aquitas has reddish iron dust, hematite covering much of the surface. Blue cobalt deposits. Turian explorers discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps. Let's see. Small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal purposes. Properties. The funds are used to maintain a research station which has discovered some fossil evidence that the Aquitas once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids in these springs.
Beacon triggered by Universal Distress Protocol. Unregistered user or record damaged. Status is not known. Beacon triggered by...
Probe away.
Alright.
I have found something.
Report alien signatures from within the mining facility. Anomalous life signs detected. Whereabouts of facility staff unknown. Oh no. I think I know which one this is. Let's just say it's not a good thing. Actually, damn it. Actually, I shouldn't have picked them. Because if this is what I think it is... Yep, it is. Well, that's a skeleton.
They've seen it.
If you're reading this, get the hell out of this place, now! I'll be fine. Ish. Fine-ish. I did bring the wrong people on this mission. Whoa, seriously?
Enemy hit. Contact forward.
It's not the one that I thought it was. But it's definitely what I thought it was.
Weapons ready.
Recounting power to shield.
Drop that drone away.
Alien machine discovered. Strange glow. Something's different. They're basically being indoctrinated into Reaper husks. Does it matter which way I go? Well, kind of.
Shepard, I detected powerful alien signature deep within the mines. It appears the device is the source of the husks. It is likely that destroying it would stop them.
Dear
Go
God!
get them, Chica. Good girl.
Threat neutralized. Blue force fire. Malfunction.
Okay.
Shields down.
Really? Well, honestly, I don't think anything was going to go any better about that, so... Yeah. Okay, well, it's not like I can find anything there anyway. Okay, let's keep going. Pietas? Let's see. The rights to the planet have been tied up in several council courts. Running joke is by the time Citadel goes ahead and gives go-ahead for colonization, Pietas will have evolved its own life. Home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon, Pietas could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, and other unregistered starships sometimes touch down to lay low or make repairs. Civilian travel is not advised. Veer. Pressure cooker. Veer ignored by the galactic community. Probes, crust, nickel, materials. Yeah, nothing particularly important there. And then Cestus. Another one of those bands, a little high up on the equator. That's... I don't like it. Home to dextro amino acid-based life, Invictus's temperate zones were settled by a Turian population that initially fell prey to a bewildering number of diseases. Interesting. 2 decades after its first colony was founded, its population was reduced by half due to fatalities and a large colonist exodus. But when the Primarchs considered ceding the planet to robo-mining interests, the Turian salesman Shasta Impurus ambitiously declared that she would start her own colony and double its population within 5 years. The effort succeeded, largely due to the colony's location in deserts with a minimal number of pest species. The image of Shastina's triumph on the frontier made for good political theater, and the Turian population poured in. The planet's tropical belt still remains largely unexplored, as its aggressive organic life still wreaks havoc on Turian biology. A house in an Invictus jungle is a modern Turian phrase for an idea that seems like a good idea, but only to the one who came up with it. The atmosphere is primarily nitrogen and oxygen. Surface crust varies. Silver, aluminum, because it can support life easily. Criminals throughout the Terminus system to hide out on Invictus. It's officially populated, but estimated to be half the number of sapiens that are actually on the planet. So official population is 320 million, which again, yeah. Okay. And Timoraris. Visible in Invictus' night sky is Timoraris, the planet named for a Turian spirit said to have inspired the crew of the first manned moon launch for the Turians. Boiling hot rock planet. Doesn't see too much else other than mining. Actually, it doesn't really even say mining, just says exploration. Okay. It really is kind of a quizzical feeling that I've put myself in, where I'm ready to be done with this, but I enjoy it. Like, I'm through. Don't need to bother anymore. But I enjoy it. We have Grigas. Let's see, 65 rock, 35% frozen methane and nitrogen. Nitrogen freezes at like 2 Kelvin. In the planet's summer years, these percentages change. Yeah, that makes sense. Also ate too much pizza. I know some of you may say that's not possible, but it can be possible. Osari, Covus Solarian Fire Maiden. Nothing too spectacular. The only satellites are solar arrays destroyed by pirates, which, whatever. Quotus. Gas Giant. Travel Advisory. Piracy at Helium-3 refueling stations is common in the Emir system. Visitors are encouraged to use the escorts provided by the Corliss security fleet to and from the system's mass relay. To prevent escort fraud, always ask for identification from the escort ships and compare them to those found on the Corliss security fleet's extranet sites. And I've got, looks like 4 systems to play with. 5. Fantastic. Damn it. Antigar. Sharded by the Solarians. Nothing else really of note. Well, that could be wasted fuel. Speaking of fuel, I have less than I would have intended otherwise. But I should have
half capacity.
I may have enough. Rill. A planet only a Vorcha could love. Rill is notable for its near-miss climate, punishing heat and thin, toxic methane-ethane atmospheres dotted with Krogan and Vorcha habitats, eking out a meager living off the planet's tin and copper deposits and killing anyone who cuts into their profits. Krogan can survive in the heat with the use of a breath mask. All other species require environmental suits to avoid heat, exhaustion, and burns. Liquid water can be found in large lakes on the surface. This can be used for thermoregulation, but it is not potable without processing. Alliance Bulletin: large-scale gang warfare is a regular occurrence. Civilian travel is not advised. Now this looks like a big gas giant. Huge! It's Uzin! Named for one of many Krogan gods of vengeance. Close enough to its orange sun that none of its moons are considered habitable. Its composition is largely hydrogen and methane, traces of xenon. Let's see. Astronomers believe its orbit used to be further from the star. If so, this would indicate a seriously unstable orbit, and the planet may plunge into its star within a few million years. Now, given the gap there, yeah, it could have started further out here and moved in. And could be doing that rapidly. Flet. Uninhabitable by most species, Flet is home to the Blood Pack's Vorcha training and breeding grounds. A thick atmosphere, nearly all nitrogen, lacks oxygen, which poses no hazard to the Vorcha. What the hell do they breathe? Needing little but imports of food and water, Vorcha mercenaries and mercenaries to be trained religiously to overpower and kill whoever the company is at war at the time. Flat spaceports are wholly owned subsidiaries of the Blood Pack Mercenary Company, a corporation undergoing numerous criminal investigations for capital crimes. Civilian traffic to Flat is strongly discouraged. I think I can make this. It'll be close, but I think I can make it.
I have detected an anomaly.
Neath. Cold and dry. Neath is a thin nitrogen atmosphere. Salt flats. Let's see. Liquid water for the summer period. The revealed salt. Blah, blah, blah. During the Anhur rebellions, Neath was a staging ground for Eclipse ships. It was the site of their first defeat when enemy Naheset surprised and routed them with a superior force. Some wreckage from the battle can still be found on the planet today.
General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation error. Status of system operator is not known. General distress.
Away. I have found something.
Surface scans. This is the one that I was thinking I hadn't done yet. And despite the time, I want to double check this before I do it. I'm going to try to do this the long way. And that's maybe a little punishing, maybe I shouldn't, but
a sandstorm is approaching from the northwest. Proceed with caution.
So, status reports. Engineering, compromised. Navigation, critical. Sensors, compromised. Life support, compromised. Shield status, normal. VI network, compromised. And Krat 4327, that sounds familiar. Krat, something sounds familiar. Communications, compromised. So pretty much everything went wrong, apparently. I don't know that I want to do this the long way, honestly. It's a very long way.
Attention all hands. We are on a collision course and losing systems fast. Report to the escape pods immediately. This is not a drill.
Good thing these ore boxes remain intact forever.
Captain, short-range sensors just went offline and I'm locked out of helm control. The VI is reporting malfunctions all over the ship.
Shipping manifest. Reflective mech armor X6378, 14 crates. Loki mechs, 180. Ymir mech, 1. Okay.
Trenton, we've got a problem in the cargo bay. Marcus says the mechs in the containers are activated. Go check it out.
Multiple hostiles powering up at your location. Recommend immediate extraction.
They've seen
Tally, if you would please. Legion, if you would please.
Targeting. Excuse me. Critical system damage.
Target eliminated. Rerouting power to shields. Unfired.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 90%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Rerouting power to shields.
Right.
Assuming fortified
Sandstorm
position.
activity has reduced visibility to 65%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Disengage. Friend or foe detection. Excuse me. Off. Plan.
Hack, please.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Hack, please.
Targeting error.
Excuse me. Requesting assistance.
Hack, please.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Hack, please.
On it.
Defense systems active. Taking fire.
Excuse me.
No, I'm gonna lose the... Yeah, I just lost the Emir. I'm not gonna destroy all of them. There are apparently 180 enemies. If you kill 180 enemies, then congratulations, the mission ends. Which doesn't make a lot of sense considering there would have been substantial losses from the ship, the drone, the bots on board malfunctioning and blowing up. And in the crash, I mean, there's parts all over the place. So I fully would have expected that, yeah.
Impacted.
Let's go ahead and hack that one.
Targeting orders acknowledged.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Failure.
But I can do this just to make it a lot simpler. And done. But I destroyed the Ymir. I didn't cheat there. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, I think. Any... Aha! Last known docking coordinates. Jerahi Station, Strabo System, Eagle Nebula. I am in the Eagle Nebula, so I'm not missing too much there. Let's go ahead and finish up the various planets in this section, in this system, rather. Let's see. Gas Giant, Libertarian Labor Camps, liberated by Eclipse. Wow. Interesting. So apparently there were several camps that didn't have Mass Effect fields to generate a suitable gravity force, and the bone loss as a result was basically to keep them from ever escaping because they'd be crippled on a standard gravity world. Wow. Let's see. Gained galactic attention. Charities. Eclipse kind of got painted as, well, not just kind of, actually got painted as the heroes in this situation. And yeah, okay, well, I mean, you know, I believe the saying is even a, what is it, even a broken clock is right twice a day? Hydrogen Helium Gas Giant. This is Sekhmet. Sekhmet is the site of an important battle of the Enher Rebellions, when the Eclipse Mercenary Company sought to capture the refueling stations. A fighter wing ambushed them. Eclipse suffered heavy losses, but destroyed 2 carriers, forced them to retreat to FTL. This was considered the high water mark of the rebellion. At no point after that battle did the rebels have a victory. Today, Sekhmet is home to refueling stations and a small war memorial in orbit at the planet's L5 Lagrange point. Good times. Anhur. Garden World, heavy populations of humans and Batarians. That's unexpected. Anhur was home to one of the ugliest violations of sapient rights in modern human history. A consortium of corporations and corrupt politicians fearing Batarian economic competition passed a resolution to abolish the minimum wage, effectively legalizing slavery on a human-dominated world. Opponents of the motion quickly turned to activism and violence. Civil war erupted, and one side sought to end slavery throughout the system, and another, primarily Batarian, called the Nehesset, sought to keep the slaves they had. The Anhur rebellions raged from 2176 to 2178. Nehesset had a significant advantage on ships, labor, weapons, and weapons, forcing the Anhur militias to hire mercenary companies to even the odds. In the end, the abolitionists won out, though at a cost of much of their infrastructure. Today, Anhur still has significant natural wealth. Though Anhur still has significant natural wealth, it is economically depressed, save for the reconstruction industry. 208 million people. Bust. Gas giant moves served as the Eclipse fallback after the defeat at Neath. Once they gathered the strength, they leaked a false position in the Nehesset consortium to lure them into a trap, which devolved into a pitched battle. Both sides claimed victory. Nehesset lost more ships, but could afford the setback in a way the Eclipse could not. Okay. Island Wind. Large hydrogen nitrogen gas giant. Island winds. Yep, okay. Well, of course there's storms. It's a gas giant. First Land. Hydrogen helium gas giant believed to be extrasolar capture. First Land is home to many space stations. Drell and Henar. Oh, interesting. Giving the solar system's robominers somewhere to go in 50-hour days and nights are driving them mad. Actually, I would imagine the 50-hour day-night cycle wouldn't really be that bad. Just because you would be alternating between... You'd have, like, a day, 24 hours of daylight, 24 hours of daylight, 24 hours of night, 24 hours of night. It would be weird, but I don't think that would be that bad. I would be okay with that. I would need better covers for my windows, but I would be okay with that. Fitful current was so... Oh, it's because of the Henar, rather. Of course. It orbits in retrograde, even though it is spinning normally. Indicating it may have been extrasolar capture. Extremely thin atmosphere, nothing too much else to note. Another one of those weird, just above the equator bulges. Not bulges, but bands. Despite the name, murky water has yet to show any signs of having water whatsoever. Let's see, carbon dioxide, methane, surface heat to boiling levels. Alright. Hi. Beach Thunder. Lives and dies on the price of titanium. Let's see. The hard stuff about the miners on the planet. Follows Henar and Drell, robo-miners, competed with Krogan and Vorcha, who simply put on environmental suits and lays the titanium out, more or less by hand. Okay. Praying Mouth? Oh, okay. Definitely looks weird. Gas giant Praying Mouth is a ship-killing enigma, the Bermuda Triangle of the Terminus systems. There are many theories why ships never return from there: undetectable space debris, old disruptor torpedoes, and magnetic mines from a long-forgotten war, even miniature black holes. But what is clear is that too many ships have been lost there for it to be happenstance. Travel advisory. Due to the large number of ships lost when attempting to discharge the drive cores in Praying Mouth, the relic system highly recommends using First Land's complimentary discharge stations instead. Okay. Oh, there it is. Tiny little thing. Rough Tide. Dwarf planet, shroud of carbon monoxide, sub-minerals. Hunter police and drill enforcers clashed with Krogan and forged an ugly series of race riots in the 2170s. The planet has only grudgingly kept a shaky peace since then. Alright. Strabo now has a new place, but I need to get fuel first. Desperately. But I made it back. That's the important part. Site intel retrieved. Let's see. Data mining confirms last reported location of merchant freighter MSV Corsica. Possibility exists that clues pertaining to the anomaly that caused the mass malfunction of the mechs can be found on board the station. We're still probably dealing with whatever it was that made those drones go crazy, so... This is a big station. And everyone is dead. And now the escape is locked. Now I gotta get out. Dr. Galwind, at my suggestion we've cut power to all systems, save critical life support in hopes that disabling these systems will deny the VI the resources she needs to kill us. It is a temporary solution. We cannot last this out on our own. Clearly they did not succeed.
Docking area power restored. Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station.
I do like that message, where it's just like, please report back to the cargo doors to be immediately jettisoned from the station.
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
Stop me. My firm belief is that the VI is paranoid about the possibility of infection. Its current homicidal behavior is likely out of an inflated desire to keep us from shutting it down. I believe that the VI is malfunctioning and that it believes our equipment has been infected by a virus. If we continue to try to shut her down, she will keep trying to destroy us. Maybe our only recourse is just to do nothing and convince her that we're not a threat. Well, that might have worked well for you, but I think now it's too late. Now the problem is I'm supposed to get in here first. Power outage. Mainframe is locked down for security purposes. I don't know if you have to go in this order, but...
Research area power restored. Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to protocol M29-2. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. area has been unlocked. All personnel take this opportunity to leave the station immediately. Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
Positive, the trouble with our VI started when the Corsica docked with us. Taliesin is looking into the VI itself. In the meantime, I needed to go through the logs and find out everything that was on that ship. Yep. So I extended the episode out a bit, and turns out... Turns out I'm going to need more, apparently. Well, Legion died.
All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defense.
I might die. Nope, I'm okay.
Maintenance area power restored.
I should have been more careful there. Station on docks personnel, we are expecting a shipment of mech parts from Hane Kadar, Kapik, Haskins, Titan Nebula. Make sure the VI knows to accept a docking request from the freighter Corsica. So that's actually going to end up being my next destination, which is going to make this a much longer video than intended.
Living area power restored. 3 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled. 2 doors enabled. 5 doors enabled.
And that was just blind luck.
There have been 4 fatalities on this station in the last week. Remember, safety is everyone's responsibility.
I'm thinking there have been more than 4. Don't worry, your loved ones don't need this money. And you're all dead. Come on.
All intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station immediately. Hub area power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected. Attempting to upload central programming into docked vessel's mainframe. Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately. I regret to inform you that all attempts to defend the station have failed. Shutting down security protocols.
Okay. Source detected: Capic and the Haskins System Titan Nebula. Which is not where I am now. Eagle Nebula is 100% though. And let's just go. Titan? No, no. New place. At least it's the only place.
I have detected an anomaly.
Well, let me go back, actually.
I have detected an anomaly.
Let's see. Baked in fierce heat. Some resources. No registered settlement. Interesting.
Be warned. The experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your...
Probe away. I have found something.
Okay. Production facility, Hane Kadar. Virus infected mechs. Good stuff. Yep.
Hostile forces have engaged.
We've got trouble.
Backup systems engaged. Allied forces are offline. Restarting power.
Recall notice. Let's see, looks like they're having a problem with the obedience processor. No response from the Corsica. Sometimes they're exploding. Lock down the facility till we figure out what's going on. And give me money.
Scanning for remaining life forms.
Let's see, located the doctor, set up a barricade, secure the doctor, heading to the warehouse. In the warehouse, it's empty. Try to get the production line shut down, which clearly has not happened.
They've seen us.
Emergency shield engaged.
Hacking the map.
Systems engaged. Hostile forces have engaged. Excuse me. Careful.
Rerouting power to field.
By the way, there are a lot of mechs.
Sleep mode ended. Allied air casualty.
Tainted mirrors. Great. Well, I guess we already knew that, didn't we?
Ready for next target.
Impact event. Nice. Impact event. Impact enemy. Requesting assistance member off collision proximity warning. Excuse me. Backup systems engaged. System failing.
Target on your flight.
Hold your fire!
Hostile forces have engaged. Unit member offline. Do and suppress. Excuse me. Critical system allied force casualty.
One. There's one thermal clip right there.
Emergency shields engaged.
Requesting assistance. Backup systems engaged. Critical system damage. Rerouting power. Backup systems engaged. System failing. Allied force casualty. Offline.
Enemy hit.
Retargeting.
Taking hit. Target processed.
Rerouting power. Backup systems engaged.
The hell was that?
Shield to fail.
Hostile forces have engaged. Unit member offline.
I'm run out of ammo.
Casualty. Off. Plan.
Arrow. Overclocking kinetic
Ready to
barrier.
fight.
Firing. Hostile forces have engaged. Disengaging friend or foe
Attacking
detection.
target. Acknowledged.
Backup systems
Acknowledged.
engaged.
Attacking requested target. Assuming fortified position. Affirmative.
Retarget. Backup systems engaged. Critical system damage. Requesting assistance.
Watch your right.
Attacking requested target.
Offline. Excuse me. Hostile forces have engaged.
Arrow. Ready for next target.
System failing.
Man, I must be running fast if I got out there with 5 seconds to spare. Well, not to spare, but if I got out there with the 5-second countdown. Obviously, that's a joke. I was hoping this video wouldn't be 2 hours long. It might still be even longer if I find another one of these things. Okay, I didn't mark that as red, apparently. Well, the system I'm in is 100%, so I can go ahead and leave. Oh, really? That's okay. So that just leaves these two. Excellent. Citadel system should not include anything. Boltzmann has a few. Like I said, I should have done these at the time. And this is me being a completionist, but not doing it efficiently, which is also a thing for me. Feynman, gas giant. Lots of moons. 24 under development. Nothing particularly interesting. God damn it. Thuft, technically named Thuft, Dutch for the head. De Hooft. Thuft is a dwarf planet with a moderate carbon dioxide atmosphere, blah blah blah. Star charts, human scout ship, discharged its drive core, wasn't able to reach the system's... Oh. Okay. Development, some development, fires isn't prefab rolls. I get it now. Basically, it's like a bathroom break. Hydrogen helium gas giant development is home to the Koshirotin. Enormous storm cells that appear as whitish spots that are visible as far away as Bekenstein. Fortunately, I mean, that's the closest that maybe it be. Maybe that's one, but I don't know. Let's see. Set of warp ships, which use the substance, which use helium-3 in their thrusters. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing too fancy, though. And a Wheeler, sizable rock planet. Nothing too much. Good industry and mining, but that's about it. Which leaves one more system, and that's the Krogan DMZ.
We have used half our fuel.
That's fine. I've already probed Uranus, so I don't need to do that again. Oh, whoa, no. Where's the fuel thing? Because I do need to refuel. That is a massive star. Vard. Ice giant until the Krogan rebellions had methane or helium through refining infrastructure. Once the solar arrays were destroyed, constant flow anti-proton tankers. They're abandoned. Now they're squatted by criminals. Okay. Manton. Class B blue giant Nith was once the most strategically valuable system within the Krogan territory. Though far too hot for habitable planets, Nith emits thousands of times the energy of a main sequence star like Earth's Sol. With help from Solarian uplift teams, the Krogan constructed a chain of solar power collector stations in orbit around Nith. These vast arrays beamed power to particle accelerators on the surface of Manton, which manufactured anti-proton fuel for warship thrusters. In the Krogan rebellions, the Spectre agents managed to get a virus into the computers of the solar power arrays. Every fifth array suddenly applied braking thrusters. The arrays behind them piled up and all were reduced to wreckage. This has since dispersed into a relatively stable ring system. Krogan never had the resources to rebuild, depriving their main fleet's fuel supply for the remainder of the war. The particle accelerators still exist on Manton, but had not been used for thousands of years. Really, thousands of years? I thought that was a lot more recent than that. Tula! Let's see. Temperatures over 1,000 degrees. Okay. While some metals are present, the heat is impractical for mining. Door. Ice giant. Let's see. Headquarters patrol ships for the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission. CDM logs all ships passing through the Krogan DMZ. Has the right to board and search them for contraband at any time for any reason. There are no exceptions. At points over the last 2 centuries, diplomatic incidents have been caused when the patrol frigates boarded an Asari hospital ship, a Batarian diplomatic courier, and privately owned human tramp freighters. These measures are provided under the terms of the Krogan Armistice. While the Krogan are allowed to retain their government and personal weapons, any attempt to provide starship-mounted weapons to the claws of Tuchanka is punishable by law. Nearly a millennia after the war ended, the official penalty for smuggling prescribed weapons is still death by spacing. Wow, that's cold. Alright. Kill him! It's a rock. It's a mined-out rock. Wait, what? What did I just see? South a small ice dwarf, eccentric orbit. Freezes and melts. I did see that correctly. There's a lot of things around here. Now, apparently it's only one scan, though. Rothla. Once Rothla was an large ice dwarf with the statistics below. In the waning years of the rebellions, it was shattered into a field of debris by what is assumed to have been the test of an exotic weapon system. In the wake of the event, the planetoid was reduced to a relatively contained field of thousands of tiny moonlets rotated around one another, colliding and ricocheting. The method used to destroy the planetoid has never been deduced. The Krogan clan who performed the experiment apparently all died in the event. Ships that have traveled to the edge of the event's light cone observed a moment of extreme gravitational lensing around Lothar immediately before its breakup, but no other clues. A popular extranet meme put forward by Asari author Dalce Orthissa insists that the Turians are covering up the existence of a Krogan superbiotic breed that was genetically engineered within Rothla. The CDM forces quarantine around the Rothla field, citing cases of amateur investigators whose ships came to grief in the debris field. Grief, I would assume, being crushed by planetary debris. And that does make a very valid point for Mass Effect. I guess that's kind of going to be the trailing point, because I believe that I am done. but it is entirely possible, because we have faster-than-light technology, it is entirely possible to travel somewhere in the galaxy where... Actually, you wouldn't even have to travel very far, and it would be very detrimental if you traveled very far, but it would be possible to travel a light year away after you were in a system and see yourself from the year previous. So, think about that for a little bit. But I'm going to double check that I have 100% in all of these systems, because I am a completionist. Alright. So, with the end of that long video, of course, local cluster is 100%, and this one is 100% as well. So at the end of this long video, I have completed Mass Effect 2. I'd say 100%, but there's a few things that I probably could have done a little bit more. I obviously, if I go up to my...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Really? I swear to God, if there's nothing there... God damn it, woman. If I come up here, I can check my achievements and things like that, and obviously I haven't done all of them. There are a few of them that may never be completed. Well, not even may never be completed. Why is... Oh, right, there's music because she... Thank you. No. Can you be off, please? I think that's off. View achievements. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to do that one, but that is a little difficult. Would have liked to do that. Wow, that would be difficult. Oh, well, I mean, that's just a matter of clicking buttons. Yeah, see, that's gonna involve... That would involve me taking someone to... on missions that can do that, and I didn't always do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with heavy weapons. 20 targets with multiple automatic powers to combine the effects. I tried that a couple times, and eventually I got other people that I was more interested in. I did not do this because I am sticking with Liara. Also, as a point of fairness, I guess I'm going to say I'm probably going to activate some of these in the save editor, simply because, like the Paramour thing, I have my Paramour. It's just not in this game. Alright, and that's it. So there's a few of these that I don't have, and they're mostly just a matter of grinding out abilities. So, that is the end of Mass Effect 2. My opinions haven't changed since the credits when I finished the collector base, really, so I'm just going to leave it with a very simple... it's a great game. There are some flaws. I hate the ammo. I still hate the ammo in Mass Effect 3, but it's a little bit better because it's more common. And that's about it, I guess. I am extremely tired right now and have a game in 4.5 hours. And still have not done my Duskers Challenge, so we'll see how that goes when I'm tired. It's always said that it is a bad practice to play when tired, but to hell with it. So, for now, if you have any comments on the game, gameplay, my own performance, or anything in general, do feel free to comment. If you enjoyed the video, do please like. Stay tuned for the day after this. I should be releasing a Mass Effect 3 video. I certainly hope so, because I have a limited time before Andromeda comes out, and I want to get all this done. And if there's anything that I didn't do, like codecs or something like that, that you want to see, leave a comment requesting it, and I will likely do it. Also, just to finish up my normal script, have a good day.